Hey, so I had a really good conversation in the comments with someone from Canada about the Denmark, Greenland, US situation, and I just wanted to kind of expand upon some ideas that kind of went back and forth with that I realized people outside the US might not be aware of. And that is that Donald Trump is not the architect of this thing. It's the CEO of Estee Lauder mentioned, hey, you might want to negotiate mining rights in Greenland and amplify your military bases there and build some new military bases, which made sense. But Donald Trump's office is built with two wings, an isolationist wing that believes that the US should alone have total control over all of the resources that we need and should not engage in outside trade. We also have the expansionist wing that says that everywhere, basically on the American continent, right, North and South America, is already U.S. territory. And whether or not we have subjugated it or claimed it or officially integrated it yet is just a matter of we have chosen not to do that. But it is already destined to be ours. The Monroe Doctrine manifests destiny. We declared it was ours in 1822, and the fact that we have graciously allowed other nations to exist is a kindness of ours that we do not need to allow to continue if they do not adopt the laws and lifestyle that the U.S. dictates upon them. So why they want the U.S. to control Greenland and why it specifically aligns in the same way as Venezuela specifically aligned these two groups is because, one, it has mineral resources the U.S. just does not have outside of it. And they are perfectly willing to spend billions of US dollars of taxpayer money to develop those resources and use whatever forced labor, whatever they need to do to develop them, right, at cost to the US taxpayer, which suddenly magically makes the business make sense when it doesn't otherwise. Because the isolationist group says, well, we can't have any foreign power have any control over any territory on this continent. And we also can't have we can't need to trade and need to make an agreement with an outside power, ever. That is a vulnerability that we cannot tolerate. And the expansionists look at it and they say, well, if we control Greenland and it is our sovereign territory, Denmark can't stop us from using Greenland as a military platform to blockade and force Canada to capitulate to US control, whether direct or indirect. That's why they care about Greenland, and that's why negotiation isn't an option for them. Denmark would never allow the U.S. to use Greenland to fight Canada. And the U.S. doesn't want to